Jesus lived in a small village in Galilee. It was a beautiful place filled with sunshine and laughter. His best friends were Daniel the lion cub, Sophia the owl chick, and Leah the lamb. One day they were playing in a field of wildflowers. The sun was warm and bright. Butterflies fluttered around them. "Let's play hide and seek," chirped Sophia, flapping her little wings. "Okay," shouted Jesus, his eyes sparkling with joy. Leah bayed happily, and Daniel roared playfully. As they played, a strange wind swept through the field. It was unlike any wind they had felt before, carrying with it a sense of urgency and mystery. The children, who had been laughing and chasing each other moments before, suddenly felt a chill run down their spines. It whispered through the grass and rustled the leaves in the trees. The sound was almost musical, yet haunting, as if the wind itself was trying to communicate something important. The trees swayed gently, their leaves creating a soft, rustling symphony that added to the eerie atmosphere. The friends stopped playing and listened closely. They could feel the wind's message tugging at their hearts, urging them to pay attention. It was as if the wind was alive, a sentient being with a story to tell. "What was that?" whispered Leah, her big brown eyes wide with worry. She had always been the most sensitive of the group, able to pick up on things that others might miss. Her friends looked at her, their own faces mirroring her concern. The wind seemed to speak again, carrying a message of sadness. It was as if the very air around them was filled with sorrow, a deep, aching sadness that made their hearts heavy. The wind's voice was soft, almost a whisper, but its message was clear. It spoke of a village that had lost its hope and a treasure that was missing. The children could almost see the village in their minds, a place once filled with joy and laughter, now shrouded in darkness and despair. The treasure, whatever it was, seemed to be the key to restoring the village's lost hope. Jesus listened intently, his heart filled with compassion. He could feel the pain of the villagers, their sense of loss and hopelessness. He knew that they couldn't ignore the wind's plea for help. "We need to find this village," he said, his voice firm with determination. There was a fire in his eyes, a resolve that his friends had seen before. They knew that when Jesus set his mind to something, he wouldn't rest until it was done. "And help them find their hope," added Daniel, his small roar full of courage. Daniel was the bravest of the group, always ready to face any challenge head-on. His courage was infectious, and the others felt their own resolve strengthen. With a shared sense of purpose, the friends set off on their journey. The path ahead was uncertain, but they knew they had to try. The wind had given them a mission, and they were determined to see it through. Together, they would find the village, recover the missing treasure, and restore hope to those who had lost it. Their journey took them through forests and across rivers. Daniel was afraid of the water, but Jesus encouraged him. "Have courage, Daniel," said Jesus gently. "We can do this together." Holding on to Jesus' hand, Daniel took a deep breath and stepped into the river. They all helped each other across, their friendship giving them strength. That night, under the twinkling stars, they came to a village shrouded in darkness. The villagers looked sad and lost. Sophia, with her wise eyes, saw a group of children huddled together, their faces streaked with tears. "What's wrong?" asked Sophia softly. "We've lost something precious," one little girl sobbed, "and we don't know how to find it." Sophia listened patiently as the children shared their sorrow. She knew that kindness and understanding were important first steps in helping them. "Don't worry," she hooted gently. "We'll help you find what you've lost." Leah noticed a little boy crying by himself. He clutched a worn-out teddy bear, his face buried in its fur. Leah, being a lamb herself, understood how it felt to be lost and scared. She nuzzled the boy gently with her head. "What's wrong?" she bawled softly. "I lost my way home," the boy cried, "and I want my mommy." Leah knew just what to do. She took the little boy's hand and led him back to his worried mother. Section 6. The Treasure Found. A light rekindled Jesus gathered the villagers together. He held up a shining lamp, its light casting a gentle glow over the crowd. The villagers, who had been living in darkness and despair, looked up with curiosity and a glimmer of hope in their eyes. "We heard you lost your hope," he said. "We came to help you find it." His voice was calm and reassuring, like a gentle breeze on a hot day. The villagers, who had been feeling lost and abandoned, began to feel a sense of comfort and warmth. The villagers looked puzzled. "But where is it?" an old man asked, his voice trembling with uncertainty. The crowd murmured in agreement, their faces filled with confusion and doubt. "Hope is like this lamp," Jesus explained, his voice gentle but strong. "It may seem small and fragile, but it has the power to light up the darkest of times." He held the lamp higher, and its light seemed to grow stronger, casting away the shadows that had plagued the village. It only shines when we have faith, even when times are dark. Without faith, the light dims and fades away. But with faith, it can illuminate even the darkest corners of our lives. The villagers listened intently, their hearts beginning to stir with a newfound sense of belief. As Jesus spoke, the lamp in his hands glowed brighter, filling the village with a warm and comforting light. The darkness that had once enveloped the village began to recede, replaced by a radiant glow that brought with it a sense of peace and tranquility. The villagers felt hope returning to their hearts. They smiled at one another, their faces alight with joy and relief. The light from the lamp had not only brightened their village, but had also rekindled the light within their souls. They knew that as long as they held on to their faith, hope would always be within their reach. Section 7. Sharing the Light of Faith. Jesus and his friends spent the rest of the evening sharing stories of faith and courage. They taught the villagers a beautiful song about God's love. Song lyrics. "Even when the night is dark and you feel so all alone, remember God is with you. He'll never leave you on your own. Have faith, little children. Let your hearts be brave and strong. God's love will light your pathway. Sing a happy, joyful song." Section 8. A New Day, a Stronger Friendship. The next morning, the sun rose over a village renewed with hope. The villagers thanked Jesus and his friends. They had learned that even when things seem lost, faith can light the way. As they set off for home, Jesus, Daniel, Sophia, and Leah felt a deep sense of joy. They had helped others, and their friendship had grown even stronger through their adventure. Section 9. The Greatest Treasure. Walking back through the fields of Galilee, Jesus smiled at his friends. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over the landscape, making everything look almost magical. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the gentle rustling of leaves. It was a moment of peace and reflection for everyone. "We didn't find a treasure chest filled with gold," he said. His voice was calm and reassuring, filled with wisdom. The group paused, taking in his words, each of them reflecting on the journey they had undertaken. They had faced many challenges, but they had also experienced moments of joy and learning. Daniel tilted his head, "But we helped the villagers find their hope." His eyes sparkled with curiosity and realization. The group nodded in agreement, remembering the smiles on the villagers' faces when they had helped them rebuild their homes and find clean water. It was a different kind of treasure, one that brought happiness and hope. "And we learned that faith is the greatest treasure of all," added Sophia wisely. Her words resonated with everyone, as they thought about the strength and courage they had found within themselves through their faith. It was a treasure that couldn't be seen or touched, but it was felt deeply in their hearts. Leah snuggled close to Jesus, her little bell tinkling happily. She felt safe and loved, knowing that she was part of something much bigger than herself. The bond they shared was unbreakable, forged through their shared experiences and mutual respect. They had discovered that true treasure wasn't something you found, but something you carried within your heart, the treasure of faith, friendship, and love. These were the things that gave their lives meaning and purpose. They realized that their journey was not just about finding a physical treasure, but about discovering the true values that made life worth living. And so, they continued their journey, sharing their light with everyone they met, spreading kindness and compassion wherever they went. They knew that their mission was far from over, and that there were many more people who needed their help and support, reminding them that even in the darkest of nights, faith can light the way. Their journey was a testament to the power of faith and the impact it could have on the world. They walked on, their hearts filled with hope and determination, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.